Good morning. It's me again. I hope you're not sick of me. And oh my god, my hair looks like absolute shit. I just woke up. It's 7:09 in the morning. Like 4:09. You know that cleaner? But 3 hours later. I'll get it together, I promise. Eventually. I'm sick. And I'm still sick. I hate being sick. And when I'm sick, I'm a moron. Anyway, so on my last video, I got some really cool responses. And I of course want to address them. Because I never leave my I never leave my responses alone. I try my hardest to respond back to you guys. Oh my god, shut it up. I hate my voice. So I always try really hard to respond back to you guys as much as possible. And, because you guys aren't just, random people that watch my videos. To me, you guys are my friends. So I got a couple, and, I can't take care of them all in one video. I got to do a couple videos. So first one I'm going to take care of, just because it's 7 o'clock in the morning, is going to be plateauing or stalling weight loss when you have the duodenal switch. Okay. There is somebody who is watching me, watching my videos, and she's just having a hard time. She's down 95 pounds, and then she magically just stopped losing. She is about, I'm trying to do some math, she's only about 6 months out, and she's a little nervous that she's done, and, we don't want to make anybody nervous, okay? So I just want to kind of go over what to do, okay? And it's for Valley. So, I hope I said that right, Valley, or Valley. V-A-L-L-I. I hope I said that right. So, as long as your primary diet is on the straight and narrow, you're going to be okay. Now, you got a couple of options, okay? You got a couple of tricks under your sleeve that you can pull. And we'll go over the tricks in a second, but let me go over the primary diet. Primary diet for a duodenal switch patient is protein, veggies, carbs last, okay? And in the protein and the veggies, fat. Must have fat. Fat, 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 fat. Okay? There must be enough calories. If you're not consuming enough calories, your body is going to shut the fuck down. It is going to be like, yo, I'm not getting fed. Nobody's giving me food. I can't lose any more weight because I'm not getting fed enough, and I got nothing coming in, so I'm not giving up what I got in the locker. So fuck that noise. Done. So you got to make sure you're eating enough fat, okay? When I talk about fat, I mean make sure your veggies are coated in butter, okay, if you like that. If you cook them, make sure they're coated in butter, olive oil, however you like to coat your veggies, for your taste, alright? Make sure they're yummy. meats. Alright? Make sure your meats are coated in butter, olive oil. Don't say no to chicken cutlets. Alright? Deep fried chicken cutlets. Alright? Don't say no to it. Don't say no to fried chicken. Yes, I know it has some breading on it, but the breading is minimal. Eat it. Yum. Steak. One of the things that they do in fancy restaurants, when they give you steak, they stick a pat of butter on it. Do it at home. Okay? Throw some butter on your steak. It gives it a nice flavor. It moistens the steak. And it's more fat in your body. Okay? Use the fat. It's good. If all you do is grill, if that's all you've been doing, like grilling your chicken cutlets, grilling your fish, grilling your shrimp, stuff like that, knock it off. Start sauteing it. Sauteing in butter. Sauteing in olive oil. Start baking it. Go for crock pots and use some butter in the crock pot. Use other ways that include butter and fat. Alright? You gotta use another way. You gotta use more fat in your diet. You gotta bump up the calories. Okay? Something I used was myfitnesspal.com when I was a newbie. And I just bumped up the settings to make sure I was getting in about 120 protein a day, and I kept it at about 100 carbs or under a day. Tried to go low on the carbs. I tried to do 80 a day. Tried. You know, if I went 85, I didn't shrug my shoulders. If I went 90, I was like, I'll try better tomorrow. You know what I mean? But I tried for 80 every day. My fat consumption, I never went under 100 or 110 a day. 110 grams of fat a day. Alright? Calories I consumed a day, I always went over 3,000 calories a day. Now, for people who don't have duodenal switch, let me just explain to you that duodenal switch patients malabsorb 80% of their fat. So, for every 1 gram of fat for every 100 grams of fat we consume, we malabsorb 80% of it, so we only take in 20 of them and we shit out the other 80. Okay? That's why we need so much fat. Because if we were only taking in 20 grams of fat a day, we'd be in big trouble. We would only be taking in, like, 4 grams of fat a day. That's nothing. We'd be in some serious trouble. Can't do that. So, you gotta make sure the fat's up. Protein, gotta make sure it's up. I'm not doubting that your protein's high because it's kind of common knowledge with duodenal switch, but not a lot of people remember the fat. Just keep the protein above 110. Vegetables. For side dishes, aim for vegetables first, and then go for potatoes or rice or, whatever else you want. Just keep that on a low, but have some. If you really want some, have some. Just keep your carbs under, under 90 a day, under 100 a day. And you should be good. Now, as far as a trick under your sleeve, I've heard a number of different tricks. You could always have the donut diet. I've heard this. I've personally never done it. I've never needed to do it, but I've heard about it. So let me tell you about it. It's just something I've heard over time. You could eat a bunch of donuts for a day, and the sugar will reset your system so that the next day you go back to eating your fat protein vegetable carb medley, and your body goes back into, oh, so sugar's bad? Give up the body fat? Okay. And it shocks your body into getting rid of the fat. It's just something I've heard over the years. I don't know how well it works, how often it always works. But I'm just sharing it with you, okay? It's up to you if you want to try. It's just a, fad diet I've heard in my lifetime. So, you could always give that a go. Just bump up your carbs for a day and then get it down the next day, okay? Other than that, just make sure your sugar is off, no sugar. As in like try to use Splenda or, Truvia in your coffee, Make sure you're doing heavy cream instead of half and half. No milk in your coffee. Make sure it's heavy cream. If you're going to Starbucks and you get a Frappuccino, ask them to make it with half and half instead of milk. You know what I mean? Be picky. And you'll be good. You just gotta be specific with what you want. And you'll be fine. Snack on nuts. Snack on, what else do I snack on? Fruit. Okay, have a little bit of fruit. What the hell do I snack on? Protein bars aren't bad. Protein drinks, if you like them, go for them. I can only take them in small quantities. What else did I used to snack on? Cheese. Cheese. Cold cuts. I used to do cold cut roll-ups. What else? I don't know. I mean, just, if you need more suggestions on snacks, I could put a little more time into it than, just off the cuff at the camera right now. And I can help you out with that. But if you need anything else, just let me know, okay? I think that's it. So the next one I'm going to do is going to be a cooking video, and that'll be fun. So, yeah, I'll do that, okay? Love you. Bye.